We are losing men to peace. We are losing men to ourselves. Men no longer prioritize women. The man at peace is an unbuyable man. Some women are still thinking that men are in that scenario of chasing after, calling, despairing for the lack of a woman, for her absence, when in reality, today's man, he is increasingly valued. He understood that a woman is not the center of his life, that a woman is not the most important thing in the world, and it is perfectly possible to live without one. Today's high value man, he seeks to make money. He seeks to do business. He seeks to grow, to develop himself. He removed women from his focus. Today's man, he realized that his peace is worth more. There is no relationship that can buy his peace. Today's man, he is unbuyable. He is non-negotiable. The peace he chose for his life has become non-negotiable. If you are a woman and are waiting for a man to venerate you, a man to idolize you, a man to dote on you, I'm very sorry, but perhaps that won't happen. Because the more time passes, the more we have seen that today's generation of men is not like the generation of old. And it is we women who have been losing high-value men, serious men, hardworking men, dedicated men.
Men these days are choosing peace and quiet over mood swings and drama. A man would rather sit in silence with his bank account growing than play therapist to a woman who brings nothing but chaos.
So I guess my last video triggered some people about basically me stating the obvious, how in a few years most women will be single, and as of right now 42% of women are single. So I have an article right here, and there's so many more articles about how only 50% of women will ever find love, right? And I get it, like nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear it's a 50-50 chance that I may find love. It's a 50-50 chance that I may find this and the third. But it's the truth, it's the reality. Only 50% of women in the next upcoming years will be in a relationship and will be married. Most women will not. And that number is increasing. That's why, as of right now, if you go up to a woman, it's a 42% chance that she's single with no male proposals, prospects lined up to lead up to marriage. That number is growing because the average man cannot meet her standards. Why do you think the incel community is growing? Why do you think men are going overseas? Why do you think this and the third? All of these, like, I feel like you guys, you understand my content when I say men don't have options and men are not doing this. What do you think is happening to the women? Like, more men are just appearing on earth? No, those men are leaving. Those men aren't dating, which in result causes women to be single. Like, you have to kind of think cause and effect. Like, I get you don't want to hear that, because who wants to hear it's a 50-50 chance that I may never ever find the man of my dreams? I get it. It's not the fairy tale y'all want to experience, but the truth is 50% of women won't experience that. I don't know what else you want me to say.
We never see a guy complain about being single. The problem is, average women think they're too good for average men. They ignore good men, chase a fantasy, compete for the same few guys, then get played. A pity there's not enough 6 foot, 200,000 a year guys to go around.
What kind of world do we live in where a normal, regular girl cannot find just a regular guy out here to date?
I'm going to a guy's house, but I'm coming from a guy's house, and I got his nectar on my pants.
Why is it so difficult for you to ask us, any of us, on a date?
So a lot of guys nowadays think that they're the ones that are supposed to be taking her on dates.
He should definitely be holding your shopping bag. Going into a restaurant, he should definitely be opening the restaurant door for you.
When you go to a bar, who's supposed to buy women drinks? Men are.
I'm old school, you know. I want a man that takes charge, opens doors for me, pulls out the seat for me.
I'm telling you, if you haven't woken up yet and realized that these women want you to be a man, but when you ask them to go make you a sandwich, it's a problem. As a man, you are to expect nothing and you get nothing, but you must provide everything. It's a strange thing nowadays, apparently, for a man to ask what value is being provided to me in exchange for mine. Am I getting the shit end of the deal here?
Treat men like second-class citizens for years. Only care about what they can provide. Walking ATMs with no feelings. Now they're walking away and suddenly it's a crisis. Who would have thought that would backfire?
They're predicting that 40% of women will be single by the year 2030. And don't come for me because these are scientific studies. As in single, never been married, and never had kids. And honestly, I am not even surprised by this study at all. We have normalized hookup culture, and most people are on dating apps just for an ego boost and not to find actual love. Let's not forget how social media has truly made a negative impact in the dating world. So what are your guys' thoughts and opinions on this? Do you think this is actually going to happen? Do you think it's true? And yeah, what are your thoughts?
Cat food stocks and wine futures. That's my retirement plan. Thank you for your service, ladies.
Women are projected to be single and childless, aged 25 to 44, single and childless by 2030. I keep thinking about this a lot. I keep thinking about why that is. I keep thinking about how true that is in my own life. I don't think that men have figured out how to be partners in our new age of women having credit and bank accounts and businesses. And I think that the absolute reality is, I don't think it's because men want to. I don't think men want. I'm not saying all men, not all men, but I do think that the reason we're having this issue with men not catching up and becoming good partners is because they just flat out don't want to.
She says men don't want to be partners. Zero accountability, just straight to blaming us. Meanwhile, you file 70% of divorces, take half the assets, and walk out the moment you're bored. Never sign a contract where she gets paid to leave.
Okay, I don't know if I'm the only one that feels this way or has ever felt this way. Like, let's say people that are older than me that have been in the same spot as me right now. But I am 30 years old. I live in a small town, so not many options for dating, nothing like that. Like you can go to a bar. I don't really go to the bar, so dating is really hard. I'm seeing all these young people that are like in their 20s, having kids, having a family, getting married. And then there's me working 2 jobs to pay for my own house. I mean, yes, I'm doing all these things and I should be proud of it, but I'm like, sometimes I'm proud of it. Sometimes I'm like, God, I hate this because this is not the life I want to live. I don't know if anyone else that's a 30-year-old female feels this way or if it's just me. I almost feel like I'm behind in life. And I'm about to turn 31, so it's like even getting it even worse. And I think I go through this every year. I get older or I'm not dating somebody, but I don't know. And guys, I feel like don't really understand what it's like to be a woman in their 30s, like wanting to have kids and wanting to have that life with somebody. Because they don't really have like a short time frame like women do. Their time never runs out. So I don't know.
The more successful she gets, the smaller her options get. Won't settle for a man who makes less. And the age isn't helping either.
So I'm 27 going on 28, and I get hit on primarily by men in their 40s and 50s, online and in real life, and it fucks me up. And my real concern is the men my own fucking age. Who are they hitting on? Fucking minors? What the fuck is going on here?
Men her age are either hitting on women without septum piercings or no one.
I be wanting a man to yearn for me like how they do in Bridgerton and like literally show up at my doorstep and confess their fucking love. Their undying love through words and actions. But these men think sending flowers is too much and that dates are too much. We're fucked.
What happened to yearning? What happened to men that pursue? What happened to men being confident enough to make the first move? I feel like our generation is just so whacked out. Like we're just all messed up, and I think with the phones, we're just so antisocial and just everything is just out of sorts and it's not how it used to be. And I think it's a real shame that like the art of dating and like yearning and pursuing is just dead. Like I watch shows like Bridgerton, I'm like, oh my god, we will never have that again. It's just gonna get worse. And it's actually so sad. Especially dating apps have just ruined it all.
Yearn for what? Men yearn for the gym before work and video games after work. Our peace, sanity, and finances are non-negotiable.